There are towns in Amish country where a paid-off small home, a garden, and a slower pace of life add up to a real monthly budget under $1,000. Something most retirement guides insist is impossible in America today. In the 10th place, Bowling Green, Missouri offers a glimpse of rural affordability anchored by transparent property tax rates. Pike County's effective property tax runs from 0.8% to 1.2% of market value, with most modest homes taxed near 0.9%. For a retiree with a paid-off property, that translates to an annual tax bill of about $600 on a $65,000 house, or roughly $50 per month. A recent listing for a 790 square foot, 2-bedroom home at $145,000 sets a realistic benchmark for home prices in the area, though claims of houses under $120,000 could not be verified in current market data. While the documentary's estimated $150 to $250 monthly upkeep seems plausible at the tax level, gaps remain in insurance, utilities, and grocery cost documentation. St. Luke's Hospital is about 30 miles away, adding to the trade-offs in access and convenience. Bowling Green's ranking reflects both its property tax clarity and the limits of what's currently verifiable. Number 9. Hillsborough, Kentucky stands out for its radical simplicity rather than well-documented affordability. Fleming County's median effective property tax rate sits at 0.98%, translating to about $56 per month on a typical modest home. The cost estimates cited, between $300 and $400 a month, reflect an off-grid lifestyle, where residents depend on well water and wood heat, sidestepping most utility bills. These figures, however, are based on the documentary's reporting and haven't been independently verified. Local listings for homes at this price point are scarce or unavailable. The trade-off here is clear. Comfort and convenience take a back seat to affordability. The nearest full-service hospital, Baptist Health Lexington, is about 50 miles away, making emergency care a significant journey. For those willing to embrace remoteness and self-sufficiency, Hillsborough offers a pathway to ultra-low monthly expenses, but only by accepting the limits of rural off-grid living. 8th place, Randolph, Mississippi brings a reality check to the countdown. Despite its reputation as one of the Deep South's only Amish settlements, the numbers tell a different story when it comes to property taxes. Pontotoc County's median effective property tax rate sits at 1.31%, which is noticeably higher than the national median of 1.02%. That directly contradicts the claim that Randolph offers the lowest property taxes in the country. For a retiree with a paid-off home, the annual tax bill averages around $947, or about $79 per month, significantly more than many towns on this list. Monthly cost estimates of $350 to $450 rely on the hope that other expenses, like utilities and food, remain modest, but there is no hard data to confirm those savings here. Randolph's place in the countdown serves as a caution. Rural Mississippi may sound cheap, but not every headline claim stands up to scrutiny. Number 7, Etheridge, Tennessee stands out for its tax simplicity rather than off-grid hardship. Tennessee eliminates state income tax in 2026, which means retirees keep every dollar of Social Security and pension income without any state withholding. This statewide policy brings a level of certainty that's rare among rural retirement options. For those on a fixed budget, knowing that no state tax will eat into monthly checks is a real advantage. Lawrence County's property tax rate hovers around 0.5%. And while the median home value in the area sits near $157,000, the real story here is the predictable tax treatment. Instead of relying on local quirks or anecdotal savings, Etheridge offers a clean, straightforward route to stretching retirement dollars. The appeal is tax efficiency. Retirees can plan their budgets without worrying about surprise state deductions, making Etheridge a practical choice for those seeking stability over austerity. Number 6, Seymour, Missouri, stands out for its powerful food budget advantage. Here, Amish-run bulk food stores offer staples like flour, beans, and rice at prices that routinely undercut conventional supermarkets by 30% to 50%. For a retiree stretching every dollar, these near wholesale prices can mean the difference between a tight month and a comfortable cushion. Instead of focusing on property taxes or utility rates, both unverified in the available data, the story in Seymour is about squeezing the most out of every grocery trip. Shaving $100 or more from a monthly food bill is a practical, repeatable savings that adds up fast on a fixed income. While other costs in Seymour remain unclear, the ability to consistently buy food this cheaply anchors the possibility of living well below national averages, provided a retiree is willing to adapt to a rural, no-frills lifestyle. Number 5, Jamesport, Missouri offers a different kind of grocery savings for retirees looking to stretch a fixed income. Here, affordability is woven into the daily rhythm of the town. Instead of relying on a single bulk food store, Jamesport's landscape is dotted with produce stands and small markets, making it possible to source fresh fruits, vegetables, eggs, and baked goods directly from local growers almost every day. This community-driven approach means food costs can stay consistently low, not just during occasional bulk shopping trips, but as part of regular life. Daviess County's property tax rate averages 1.27%, translating to about $67 per month on a modest home, but the real savings come from the surrounding agricultural economy. For retirees willing to plan meals around what's in season and available locally, Jamesport's network of stands and shops supports a steady, manageable grocery budget. The trade-off is a rural pace and limited big box options, but the potential for routine, low-cost eating is hard to match. Number 4, Clark, Missouri stands out for its deep-rooted housing stability rather than quick-hit grocery savings or off-grid extremes. Here, generations of Amish farming have shaped a land market that resists the speculative spikes seen in tourist-driven or suburbanized rural towns. That long-term stability is more than a point of pride. It's a practical safeguard for retirees counting every dollar. Audrain County's median property tax rate sits at 1.21%, while Randolph County's is 1.38%, both slightly above the national median. But the real advantage comes from the way land values have held steady over decades. With fewer outside buyers chasing up prices, homeownership costs remain predictable and property taxes are less likely to jump unexpectedly. This steadiness influences not just one budget line, but the entire cost structure of retirement, housing, taxes, and even local services, making Clark a rare example where affordability is preserved by the culture of the land itself. Coming to the top 3, Arthur, Illinois stands out as a rare blend of rural affordability and modern convenience. Unlike many Amish country towns that demand off-grid living, Arthur offers grid electricity and paved roads as part of daily life. This means retirees can keep monthly costs low without sacrificing the basics. Lights, refrigeration, and reliable road access remain standard. Douglas County's property tax rate is high for the region, at 2.2%, translating to about $191 per month on a median-priced home. Yet Arthur's housing market remains among the most affordable in Illinois. with small homes typically priced near $130,000. The cost of living here sits just below the national average and far below Illinois' statewide index, making it possible, if not easy, for a retiree with a paid-off home to approach the $1,000 monthly mark. Arthur's ranking reflects a practical compromise, a town where budget discipline doesn't require abandoning comfort or connection to the outside world. Number 2, Mount Hope, Ohio, stands out as one of the strongest comfort versus cost compromises in the entire countdown. Unlike the bare-bones settlements that demand off-grid living, Mount Hope offers a rare blend of rural affordability and modern infrastructure. The presence of the Mount Hope Now Clinic means retirees have access to primary care right in town, and larger hospitals are within a 30-minute drive, an advantage that sets it apart from more isolated Amish communities. Holmes County's property tax rate, typically between 1.0% and 1.5%, translates to a monthly bill of $80 to $125 on a $100,000 home, assuming it's paid off. Utilities, groceries, and upkeep remain manageable, especially for those who adapt to a frugal lifestyle. The town's reliable roads, steady housing market, and strong local community help keep monthly expenses close to that $1,000 mark without forcing retirees to sacrifice access to healthcare or the basics of modern living. And finally, in first place, Cynthiana, Kentucky represents the most extreme version of the $1,000 a month retirement thesis. Here, the Swartz and Truber Amish community defines everyday life. Homes are built without electricity or indoor plumbing, removing most modern utility bills from the equation entirely. Monthly living costs can dip as low as $300 to $400 for those willing to embrace self-sufficiency. Well water replaces a city tap, wood heat takes the place of electric or gas, and gardens and canning fill the pantry through the seasons. These savings come with real trade-offs. The settlement is small, with fewer than 100 people, and the nearest hospital sits about 30 miles away. Shopping options are limited to a handful of stores and a single Walmart. For retirees who value maximum frugality over comfort and convenience, Cynthiana stands as the most aggressive example of how low costs can truly go, but it's a lifestyle that demands real sacrifice. Across all 12 towns, one pattern stands out. Real affordability means embracing simplicity, remoteness, and fewer amenities. Low costs here hinge on owning your home and living with less. The trade-off is clear and deeply personal. Could you make it work? Which town would you try first?